Shell's superheroes, we've got the answer.
Describes an accessory to some of the most popular toys on the market. This ooze might have made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the superheroes they are today.
The turtles are rat into superheroes. The mutant teenage turtles use martial arts to fight the bad guys. We don't know why they're teenagers. If it looks foolish to you, you don't know how to recognize a $350 million a year industry when you see it, but Alan Cox does.
Confirm if this version of Piece of Face made it into the cartoon series. And again, too, like, see, now it's like there's too much of a harmony today. Like, everything that's a toy eventually, you know, like, is going to like the congruency, I'll say, the alignment. Like, every toy, you know, is in the cartoon to some capacity. We can kind of safely say that.
Kind of sword fight in action.
Real sharp.
So is Slice and Dice Shredder with rotating shoulder and elbow armor. He's never been nastier.
Oh. You want to live your life and be happy and not be hassled, but when trouble comes, you want to be able to handle it. And that's exactly who the turtles are. You know, they don't bother anybody. They don't go out looking for trouble. But when it comes, they kick butt. You know,
And that's sort of like Eastman and Laird.
Well, I don't know if you can say that. But...
Like, I do pre-visualize where they go as I'm laying down a lot of the darks and the colors. And you kind of, you know, like, you're not going to get it perfect because, again, it's cardboard, it's corrugated.
Krang, the master brain from Dimension X, ally of the evil Shredder and Baxter Stockman, the wickedly winged scientists are out to destroy the Ninja Turtles. Red Doc! Right, Ace Doc, the...
Oh, dudes, come over here. Here's the door. All right, dudes, all right, come on. Oprah, here we come. Oh, no. What, man? Oprah. Oprah. No, Oprah. Hey, Raphael, this is serious. Come on, dude. What are we going to do? We're totally locked out. Whoa, what was that? Oh, Donatello! Well done! Hey, come on, where were you, dude? Man, what's going on with you anyway?
They live in the dark.
Radical, dude!
And they only come out when it's time to eat. New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pasta from Chef Boyardee. Delicious pasta shaped like Leonardo, Donatello.
No one else was. So Eastman and Laird scrounged up $2,000 to launch the Turtles comic. And the rest is Turtle history. Sales of the adult version built steadily. Soon, a second color comic aimed at younger Turtle fans was added. Then came the movie, the TV cartoon, and the products. Over 3,000 of them so far. Turtle toys, clothes, and foods, all of which will bring Eastman and Laird over $100 million. Not bad for two guys whose last jobs were as a bank clerk and a lobster cook. And now, to quote one of your characters, cowabunga, dude, you are rich.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, we're rich. We're rich. Guilty thinking.
The fame and fortune have made Eastman and Laird a bit secretive. Their studio is located in Northampton, Massachusetts, but that's all they would tell us. One of their assistants driving that van up ahead led us to the unmarked warehouse where their staff of artists work on the various...
It's the Turtles Party Wagon. The wacky attack van means good times for the green guys.
Welcome back to the International Turtle Games. Today's winners are... Yeah, I just love the Wild West. Of course, I don't like it too wild.
The heroes in a half show are making a surprise. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pie.
And now, as promised, we take you to an abandoned subway station under the streets of New York, to the home of those movie heroes on the half shell, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'd like to introduce you to my new friends, although many of you have met them before.
Hi. Ninja Turtles, get ready! It's an attack! A snack attack! A crunchy snack attack! It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle! It's a crunch-a-bunga snack attack!
These guys can handle it.
89, 80, 10, 80, 11.
Ninja Turtle cereal is part of your complete breakfast.
you ready for the eclectic one? AKAPAD is here.
And we are live. We got the AKA pad at the lower left. Let's just take that. Hey, people, at one time I would have panicked live on how to how to remove that. So everyone, AKA pad here, your boy, your pop culture pope, your obsessive PBR drinker, comic book artist, podcaster, live streamer, the sketchbook world champion. We have one of my sketchbooks right here. This is my June tune one, so it's very, very late. But yeah, I thought I would maybe show off a couple things, advertise a couple things, and then we would just kind of get to some drawing because we're all here. We're all here because we want to draw, right? We got the mighty Skull Diamond 94 in the house. What is up, my boy? Skull Diamond. I know you're aware of this, right? We have Uzi Susie. This is my mini comic, okay? COVID comic. Working on issue 3. I got up to issue 5 pretty much like good to go, okay? Like planned out. You can get this on Etsy right now. There should be a link in my profile. It's 12 pages, but there's bonus features, advertisements, the thank you to the people that actually inspired Uzi Susie. We did a lot of work here, okay? We are constantly, obsessively productive, okay? The reason is for this because it keeps away the demons. Now, the PBR helps keep away the demons, but the work, my friends, the work really does it. AKAPad.com. So you take a pencil and you go to free trading cards, go to AKAPad.com, but take a pencil, okay? Go sign up because you will get 2 Wolfpack trading cards in top loaders, okay? And here, let me show you. I gotta show you something cool about these cards because I just get excited. I get excited offering people amazing things. Now, when you sign up on AKAPad.com, the one thing to consider is I will need your address to mail these out to. And as of right now, I'm offering free shipping pretty much everywhere. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck. So here we go. Ready? Do you guys see that? So these cards come stamped with the Squad 6-9. Who else offers you these wonderful, wonderful items for free? The only thing we want to do with these trading cards is use them to promote the AKAPad Army, team productivity, team nonstop. So we're doing turtles. If you guys want to look, here's my June Tune sketchbook. So I was talking with the with the babe today. She like every day that she's about to go into the when she works nights at the hospital, gives me a phone call, shares to all of you. And sometimes, look, sometimes I can talk, sometimes I can't. But I always pick up and I always talk. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm able to. Okay, I talk. So I was able to work on day 21, muscular powder toast man. Day 22, old Scrooge McDuck. Day 23, sad. This is the girl from that Pixar movie. The I forget the name of it. Goonies, day 24. Day 25, Tail. I gotta clean that up. Gotta clean up Taz here too. Day 26, Devil. Day 27, Rooster. And day 28, Aliens. All of this within like basically a 22, 24-minute like phone call. So we will do that. And then I'm considering making this a flip sketchbook, because there's enough pages left in here for me to do the preceding year of Juneteenth. So we do that. So how much of a Turtles like expert, obsessive aficionado am I? Well, I don't know, enough to run out and buy this. So cartoonist KFAB did a video on this, and this was on my list to do a live stream of. It really was. They beat me to the punch. I got very upset about that, and I hate being beaten to the punch. And I ran out to buy it because, like, usually, not all the time, but there's been a few times where they've discussed something and it sells out immediately and it goes up in price. But I really just wanted to show some of this off. So this is the artography. And it's Kevin Eastman right here. This is like his account of like the early years, some of his favorite layouts, favorite covers, lots of info, lots of insight, a lot of stuff to read. Okay. So I dashed out to get this. And I'm not sure if it went up on Amazon, but last time I checked on Amazon, it was maybe $11. So keep in mind, the Turtles after issue, I want to say 4. Like after issue 4, they didn't know what to do with it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can always make that argument. You can always make that argument with the Turtles of like, what you really do with the Turtles. So I thought we would start tonight. Let's see here. If you guys don't know what we do, but we take these cardboard piece of circles and we draw like turtles on them. So tonight we're going to do Samurai Leo, but we're going to start with Joe Eyeball. Joe Eyeball was packed. So I thought I would get these like personal size ones for the dudes that came with. Like they had like little buddies. So Muckman came with Joe Eyeball at one point. Okay. So look, we got to do it this way, right? We got to pair them that way. Now, my original idea was to use the buddy for the back, but I don't know. I don't like that too much. And then, like we also have like Wingnut. Like Wingnut came with Yellow Dude, Needle Nose, I think, or Screw Loose, right? It was Wingnut and Screw Loose. So like stuff like that. Our most recent one, maybe 3 weeks ago already, was Red Bull, my boy, maybe technically my all-time favorite turtle right now when it comes to the designs. So I've been stockpiling these. I have a lot of them. We really got to make progress. I really would like to continue to do this tonight and maybe knock down knock down like a few of them. We got Leatherface, Chrome Dome, Pizza Face, Scumbug, Slash, Mutagen Man, who technically is the most challenging one to do. Muckman, jeez, Wingnut, Red Bull, and look, we have to catch up. I'm almost like, at one point I was buying the pieces and drawing them like every single Thursday. I got maybe seven of these to go, maybe 8. I got too many. So we're going to do Joe Eyeball right now, who it's a tricky design. He's tricky because he has these like squibby things around his like eyeballs. The technique's simple, okay? It's Sharpie, colored pencil, whiteout pens, and that's it. So we're just going to hang out. We're going to do this. We're going to do this for as long as I feel like. How about that? Chime in, talk turtles with me. And let's see here. And we're also using Prismacolor pencils. The wax. So these were solid color, okay? So we got to keep that in mind, but we're going to do our absolute best to show off the I guess like the proportions, because right, the original Playmates were 5-inch figures. The greatest 5-inch figure line of all time, right? We can comfortably say that. Second greatest 5-inch figure line, Bucky O'Hare, possibly Earthworm Jim. My picking, my number 2 would be Toxic Crusaders. I am not shy about that at all. So these types of streams, they're very important on a few levels, okay? It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me practiced. Not only does it help me with sharpening the blade, okay? Because you really do have to, you have to have your shit together just to be able to live stream anything. So I always want to get better with my performance, because that's how I view this, okay? And a lot of times when you draw on your own, so like even if you're drawing a comic book for someone, it's really tough to get yourself out of these like comfort zones and give yourself something that's challenging, something that you can present. Because otherwise, when you gain the ability to draw, there's very little outside of commission work that you have to practice. So, like, if someone commissions you to draw a building, like, you might practice to draw that building. You might do like some sketch work or like discovery level work. And then like you're moving on to the next assignment, and hopefully you get enough assignments, right, to sharpen the blade and maintain yourself. But if you don't, your progress, your development is going to be very, very, very slow and low, okay? So sketchbook challenges, themed sketchbooks, like all of that stuff, all of it, it's essential. So then like what happens is when you get a assignment, like you realistically can knock it out because there's just so much practice. There's so much behind everything you're doing. So these streams for me, like they really are a part of just like incrementally, systematically making myself better and better, giving myself challenges to draw nearly anything. Because even today, so I've been like computer coloring all day again, and I had to. Oh, that's it. Yeah, so I'm doing all of these guys, and they're sitting in a like a red light, kind of like in the beginning of the movie Predator, where everyone's kind of like glowing red from the, because they're inside the helicopter. And I'm kind of like I realized I was going back and forth a little bit too much with myself on exactly how to get this like one effect. And like it was just another definition of me not being seasoned enough to know what the solutions were. So this is what we want. Right, Desco, what's up, dude? You know what, too? Like, real quick, I gotta say this. Whatever this image is, I know. Like, we talk a lot, dude. I literally love this image like so much. I don't know what that's all about, but let me know. Everyone, follow this dude. He's going to do, dude. I swear to God, I want to do everything I can, right, Desco, to get your, like, I don't know how we would describe it, right? Typing paper superhero opus, okay? Because I think that's the aesthetic you should go for. I don't know, dude, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh, that's me as my son's character, Blood Sable. What a great fucking name. Holy shit, what a great name. Yeah, dude, like, we will, let's just keep talking, let's keep rocking and rolling. Look, I'd like a good fourth quarter sprint. That's how I feel right now. Okay, because I'm really just wrapping up this one assignment. I got another assignment today emailed to me. Approved quote and everything. So, like the freelance stuff is rocking and rolling. But I'd like fourth quarter sprints. Okay. I want to sprint with you. I want us to get something going. Get something going with your characters. You have so many characters. I love it so much. Every time you post a character, I say to myself, I get like a little jealous because I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I should have come up with that. But that's the fun of it, like it really is. So I usually kind of jump on the pupils first. And the reason for this, and I'm going to give them like two separate pupils. Okay. Like this. Okay. I do the pupils first because I just, again, like they're the window to the soul. and I just love the idea that I'm just able to do this. I'm able to have people like tune in and kind of just hang out with me. Anyone that has info on, I know there was, right, like the newer series, the Rise of, right? Didn't the Rise of have like a new version of Muckman and Joe Eyeball? I'm not familiar with any of those. Like, I don't know if they're cool, if they're not. Look, we just had like a little like divot here. Because, dude, like these are used pizza circles. You're welcome. Everyone, look, this is cool. these are the points of the stream that rise of TMNT. Yes. Yeah, so these are the points of the stream that I absolutely love, because like we just had Skull Diamond. You know, we got Skull Diamond here already doing. I'm doing a lot with him. I love everything he does. We got Right Destro here. Right Destro. I can't say that, but this dude's about to rock and roll, creating stuff, and we got Total Excellence here, and Total Excellence. So this. Like, I made so much progress the last 2 weeks and basically like catching everything up. So this is going to happen. This is this dude's like book right here. Like, we have it right here. Okay. We have it right here. And guess what? We don't have any updates. There's no updates, but I'm just going to say like F it eventually. And I'm just going to break out my boards and just start drawing it. That's it. Come at me, bro. Try and stop me. But how cool would it be if we got the Gator book, just like Uzi Susie, but with all green paper as the Ash King? How awesome would that be, right? I mean, I kind of want to do that. I want to do it just to do it. And then, like, you know, use what we have for the campaign. Yeah, dude, thank you so much. Look, a lot of it is, doesn't this sound corny? But it's like a lot of you guys. Like, you guys just really motivate me so much. Every time I hit my phone, like, the updates are just awesome, you know? And I just wish I could spend more time on my phone to give everyone like a thoughtful comment. But I try my best. I really do. Because like that's really, when it comes to growing accounts, that's really the absolute best thing you can do for anyone is comments. I mean, I think comments and interactions are more valuable than spending money. I really do. Because I think if someone that has a mature social media account, like hopefully multiple ones, I don't know. I don't see like they'll eventually find customers, but if you can help them grow it, the best way to grow it is to share it and leave comments. It really is. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, dude. Like, it really is. Look, it's a little bit of that crossbreeding. Like, you know, like there's motivation. So here's the thing, okay? Like, I know I'm drawing, but I just want to kind of make this point. And hold up here. I'm looking for something that is near my drawing table, and I just had it. Oh, here we go. Okay. We talk about this a lot. Okay. Right? We talk about Watchmen. I talk about this book a lot because this really is the best of the best. The best of the best of all the comic books ever created. And I kind of wish this had a better cover. I hate the cover for this because I don't like the skeleton. The negative space. It's too much. So here we go, okay? So this is motivational for me. This motivates me so much. This is why I can endlessly absorb and read and read and watch the movie and listen to like all the interviews and buy expensive interviews off of eBay about Alan Moore, featuring Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. Preferably ones that were like right around this time, 86, 87. But this is motivation like that much because this is something I don't fully understand. It's not obtainable. So in social media, okay, we have this like benefit of like following creators as they're making stuff. Right? And that's how you guys are. That's how you guys should get me like going. Like you really do. And because everything you're creating, like I'm seeing, like, think about it. I'm seeing it for the very first time. Like someone sees it for the very first time. I love that idea. But here we go. Yeah, dude. Ithki, here's the funny thing. Okay, I'm almost ready. Like, I really want to jump on it. Like within the artwork. Um, I think you can color it. I think if you watch Osmosis Jones and Space Stream, the way how they shade those drawings, that's really, I think that's someone like the style that lends itself to my cartoony take. But like black and white and no word balloons, like a true ash cane. I'm telling you, people will flip out about it. Yeah, or like exclusive here, like in the stream. Yeah. Yes, dude. All that video. Who is he? Jerk? Is it Jerk Comic? It's Jerk Comic. So here's the funny thing. Okay, even though like I'm blocked by Rob Liefeld on a couple of networks, I might be blocked on. I forget. Yeah, I'm still in his Facebook group though, so whatever. Yeah, I think Rob Liefeld just liked one of my drawings. One of my things. Not too long ago, but no. So I watched that video by Jerk Comic, I think, and it immediately played one of his Rob Liefeld videos because I'm always digging up Rob Liefeld interviews because I really do. I view Rob Liefeld as like the modern day Jack Kirby. If like, here's the funny thing too. Jack Kirby went from company to company, right? Topps Comics, right? Who published Silver Star? But Jack Kirby went to so many companies, but he kind of also had runs in all of these companies. Like his body of work is just insane. And that's the only thing that's holding Rob Liefeld back from really being compared to Jack Kirby is that, like Rob Liefeld doesn't have like substantial runs in a lot of these companies. Like he's got like shots of genius almost, but that dude's I love that dude's and here's the funny thing, I was already subscribed to him, not getting any video updates. So go figure. Yeah. So we got that. Ithki too. Both of you guys, artwork. I'll need artwork from both of you for Uzi Susie issue 2. Which is really getting put together very like I'm day by day on doing the digital files for Uzi Susie. So and keep in mind, Ithki, I know you and I went back and forth about like an alternate cover, but I'd rather use what you have now as a pinup, okay? And then let's just keep it going and do like another cover, okay? And we'll trade services and stuff like that. I also reached out to Scott when he was looking for a logo, but he said he already got someone. But I kind of want to do. I want us, the three of us, to do a stream because I kind of want to get back to doing streams with other people. And I got questions on how you and Scott are like working together. Yeah, Jerk Comics. Yeah, dude, I was already subscribed. 0 video updates. So whatever. But he did a Rob Liefeld Hawk and Dove one that was really, really informative. Like really good. Yeah, people. Hey. Yeah, but my time on this earth is not done yet. One of these days, you guys are going to see me working with Rob Liefeld. One of these days. Yeah, and he's got this like flappy, like, hold up here. I gotta turn on my screen. He's got this like this like flappy. He's also missing teeth and stuff. He has like a lot of crooked teeth that I'm just seeing. So I don't know exactly how. Like, I kind of like him with a straight grin without all the crooked teeth. What do you guys think of did anyone catch the new 5-minute intro? So now, Monday Night Draw and Claw. I'm not sure if I used that one this week. So that's got the wolf pack. So Monday, I haven't used it yet. So Monday Night Draw and Claw already has a rendered, worked out, exclusive intro, like just for that show. We have that for Wildstorm Wednesday. And yeah, like I was saying this on Wildstorm Wednesday, this past Wednesday. The traction for that is just like it really stinks sometimes. But I love doing it so much. I really do. I absolutely love doing Wildstorm Wednesdays because you learn so much about just the mechanics of a comic company when you kind of make the commitment to do what I'm doing for Wildstorm Wednesday. Because you just think about things. It forces you to think about things on a completely like other level. And there's stuff about just running a comic company, the way that they look at their books, or like the way how they develop their content and their ideas. Like there's things about doing that I never would have come to the conclusion of if I wasn't doing Wildstorm Wednesday. And that's why it's tough for me to let it go. But also, like, maybe I gotta like take that back a little and do, like do a little bit more background into each book. Like be able to kind of, I still want to do graphics that pinpoint when that book came out compared to like the rest of the line. So if I did like an issue of like Deathblow or something, or like if I did like something about the Wildcats, I could kind of show a graphic and pinpoint exactly where that came out within the health and the overall line for like Wildstorm. Kind of like something that would pop up during like a football game. Full screen animation graphics. That's where we're going. So who's around? Who wants do we want some like Dark Hero updates? Because I got back to working on Dark Hero this week also, which was huge for me. But I really had to get through like a lot of deadline work. So like we're not going to say his name. Mr. Dix, we'll call him. But when Mr. Dix bugged out of the project and had his like grown baby moment, adult male baby moment, that was right when we were like basically I would have liked to have launched Dark Hero and then jumped on some of this commission like deadline driven work. Okay, so like a couple of these things were going to line up and I was going to kind of double that window to start doing Wildstorm Tuesdays, which I'm still like planning out. not Wildstorm, Trial by Fire Tuesdays. So like there was a bunch of these things that were like happening. It was like a little bit of a convergence, and you welcome that. So when he bugged out, I really had to kind of, I only had like a window to do a couple things with Dark Hero. So I lined up all of the pinups. Okay. It's not fan art or contributor. Like these guys, the people doing this work, they're people within social media that I deeply admire, that are like friends and future collaborators and all that stuff. So I was able to like do that. I will be doing a contest to rename the book, regardless of me picking. So like someone's going to win. Okay, they'll win like the original cover, and then if I don't use, if I decide to even stay with Dark Hero, they'll still get the prize, right? Because I think that's fair. So we got Joe Eyeball over here, but I'm not exaggerating when I say that we're going to be doing a round of promo videos to really show off the I don't know, like it's hard for me to describe, like the embedded concepts of Dark Hero. Like what are the guts of Dark Hero? The best way for me to like show some of that off is to have some of these videos made. And these videos are I'm not joking. They will blow your mind. We've never seen anything like this within crowdfunding at all. Not on this scale. And then, yes, the rumors are true. The entire Dark Hero prologue will be rapidly colored. I have spoken with some people to help me to wrap that up. Okay. Some of them might be in this chat. But no, and Dark Hero is going to get on the the turbo track, we'll call it, to get colored. Okay. And essentially the prologue, which is like the prologue is very important, because usually prologues aren't like, right, like you kind of hate prologues. That one's not good. But the Dark Hero prologue really sets up the entire premise, the entire universe. It sets it up with intention. So I want that to be available everywhere, like for free. Substack, webcomics, Comic Xology, Apple Bookstore, like the list goes on. That I might pay out of pocket just to have like an agency or a service handle that. Okay, so like Dark Hero is going to be expensive for me, like period. Okay, like there's no way for me to have Dark Hero be cheap. Okay, so when that campaign kind of gets going, and it's just going to launch, it's not going to have any pre-sign up or anything. But when Dark Hero launches, that's going to give me the window I'm looking for to really get back to Trial by Fire. But on Trial by Fire Tuesdays, we're going to get that project like back up and going. And there's a lot to. I mean, we're talking painting, we're talking like real artwork being done live for Trial by Fire. Stuff you wouldn't expect. Dang, speaking of covers, I gotta get started with variant cover. Yeah, for Dark Hero, yes. Yeah, we'll do. I don't know if I'm not 100% on your schedule, but I'll text you. and we'll set up a phone call. Yeah, dude, I will. I would love to do with your stuff, dude. Hold up here. Let me do. There we go. We got to do some cool things with the reflections here. Yeah, Uzi Susie issue 2. So I'm already battling the page count. Like that quickly, I'm battling the page count for Uzi Susie, because Uzi Susie is more of a definition of what you have to do to make a comic. Okay, it really is. It's not anything other than that. Like the whole intent with Uzi Susie is kind of like, fuck it, make a comic. And really, like, and I'm not exaggerating. So I'm thinking of like ways to bring other people into Uzi Susie. Okay, like that are kind of on a contributor level. But I really like the idea of like doing. So one of these other ideas I was kind of playing with, and you guys right now, like you can tell me if this stuff's good. But if you had like an independent character, or like your own character, and you wanted to draw your own, like create your own Uzi Susie tale that we could use as like pretty much like a backup story. But it would really kind of have to be something original that takes place in the Uzi Susie environment. And for Dark Hero, one of the big ideas I had for Dark Hero is actually, I guess, like maybe like Scott from the Flock, because I had this really cool idea for Dark Hero and the Flock with a few other characters, and I already got a couple sign-offs, but I guess I'll like reveal it now. And I spoke about this before, but so Dark Hero kind of comes back, or Alpha, like whatever we're calling him, but he comes back from this like space journey. Allah Superman Returns, Rob Liefeld Supreme. Okay, this is somewhat of a Superman trope also that we're going to be utilizing. But he comes back to Earth, and I wanted there to kind of be this superhero war that was almost like a superhero war like 2.0. Like a continuation of the war that he left Earth during. And I thought it would be cool if we use some independent characters in that sequence. Like kill the Flock, kill the Gators, like that sort of thing. So looking forward to that. And there was like a couple layouts, and I know I had to like bug the hell out of them, but I think Chris might have got one potential sign off, but the person that agreed, like, I'm not going to say the character, but like this guy agrees, and I tell Chris, I'm like, Mr. Dix over here, I'm like, hey, I'll do, like, let me just do layouts so we can convince him. Like, let's just start there. And then not even a full day goes by, and he's texting me talking complete shit on the guy that he got this approval from. Like, really kind of going in on him. And I think I was in Baltimore. like literally drinking my way through Baltimore Inner Harbor, which is a beautiful part of that city. He's texting me all this like weird stuff. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, this dude has like multiple successful campaigns. He has a nice looking character, and like, what are you saying? Like, whatever. And he thought this kid was just like blowing him off. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? No one knows like what the project is yet. I don't think we have like good promo artwork, like all this stuff, like, you know, like a million things in 5 months could have been done, like to promote Dark Hero as I was like slaving over the pages. Like, and that's always going to be a major issue I had with Dix. But yeah, so we want to do like a Dark Hero campaign where we execute some independent characters. But that creates like the story problem, because the original, I was never, I can't say like I was ever convinced. I just never figured it out. So Dark Hero kind of leaves Earth on the heel of this superhero war that he basically creates, and he creates out of a way out, because he's very distant, I'll say. And he's the one that created all of these heroes, which is a little bit similar to if you watch the Netflix The Boys. And I don't know how deep this goes, how deep of a cut it is from the comic. Because the comic, I tried reading the comic a couple of times, and it's so surface level. Like, it's just, you know, it's like it uses violence and sex just to use it, and that's not really. That's not entertaining to me at all. But people like it, so whatever. Like, what the hell do I know? But in The Boys, Homelander is creating supervillains for everyone to fight. And Dark Hero, like, he does something very similar, but he does it on the level that he creates. He essentially creates like the DC universe. And a lot of these people, like, they don't have a clue. Like, they don't have a clue of his involvement. They never did. Maybe they will when he returns. And he kind of builds everything up into this war. And since Dark Hero, he's also like so imagine like Superman as but also like part Professor Xavier. Because I always felt like a character like the Man of Steel, like, I don't understand how a character like Man of Steel can exist without being psychically powered. I don't understand how that's not a thing. Like, same as the Dark Knight. Like, the Dark Knight should have superpowers if he's going to exist within the Justice League, because he's got nothing to do in Justice League. And I really want to say, like, I think that takes me out of it sometimes. And I don't think I'm being picky. I'm sure people will say I am. But yeah, so Dark Hero, like, kind of creates the DC universe. And he himself, like it can be hero and villain like at the same time, like as in like separate characters. So imagine like the Man of Steel, and he can exist as Superman and Lex Luthor at the same time. So of course, like when he does that, there's like some unintended consequences. But yeah, like he's not concerned with any of it because he's almost like he's another being. He's above those things. Like we're concerned with it because those are ideas that we can grip onto. And then he triggers this like war, but he uses the war as like a way to escape Earth. And then he later returns to Earth. And that's really where like this, so that's like the prologue. That's like everything I just told you is like that's the stuff explained within the prologue. But we're definitely going to have the prologue openly available because I really want the idea of Dark Hero to get out there, to have a real opportunity to get sold, to get noticed. But then the book itself is, I know I did a conservative page count, but if I were to start it tomorrow, it's like I'm sprinting towards 100 pages. So that's how much content I got prepared for like Dark Hero. And this is 100 pages that I have to just sit down and start completing. So a colorist will be very much required at that point. And I'm trying to make it consistent, meaning I don't want to jump styles. I don't want to do these things. I want Dark Hero to have a cohesive visual look. So here we go. We got Joe Eyeball here. What do you guys think? Yeah, so here's the thing. So Mr. Dix, he never transitioned the campaign over to me. So the last round of signups we had were lost. So there's some people that I know for sure signed up. I have some of that info, but I think there's 15 to 20 people from what I could tell. But he was so bad with charting that he had no idea, like really no idea of what even my expectations were. So, but everyone on that list that I have one of the email downloads, everyone from that download list that I have will get emailed. They're all automatically rolled into the newsletter, and then like they'll be updated. So like the newsletter is really going to become like the linchpin to like everything. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Yeah, guys. Thank you. Yes. Right. Not too bad. So wait, we got it. Line it up with our boy here, right? Where is he at? Right here. Right. We got Muckman. And we got Joe Eyeball. So like these came together as like the action figure. So like these were like little PVC guys. They're like 2 inches high and they were single colored. So the green for this is just way better. Shit. But yeah, so I gotta sign this somewhere. I'm really bad with signing these. I'm like so bad with signing these. Give me 1 second here. AKAPAD right there. Boom. AKA Daddy. So I get so many questions when it comes to selling these and artwork and stuff. And I don't know. I'm always back and forth with if there's any type of demand for my artwork. I don't think there is, to be honest. But here we go. Hold up here. Let me do a quick search. Samurai. Let's do Leonardo. I got my tablet right in front of me that I am struggling with. Samurai Leonardo coming up. Let's go to the images. Let's do the classic one. We got him right here. All right. So we got some detail. I like that. So he's gold. Damn, I didn't think about that. Oh, how cool would it be if I had a gold marker for this? You know? I'm just thinking. Sorry. I mean, I kind of want to save this I want to buy a gold marker instead. So I can do like the gold helmet. You know, with the black Sharpie. I think that, oh my god, that would look so freaking cool. I kind of want to make the exception for it. You know, but whatever. You know what, people? We have an art direction. Fuck it. We have to stick to it. Yeah, thanks, dude. That means so much to me. Yeah, so look, I got you know, I got like hookups from Try by Fire that, you know, like artwork wise that I'm going to do. I think Ithki, I think your friend Justin, I think Justin bought a TBF. He bought that during one of our streams, so I told him I was going to hook him up. So it's just stuff like that, you know, like Uzi Susie is just going to be a like a monthly, you know, basically a monthly series for me. And then I kind of have to like crack down on and decide like how far that story is going to go. I got to figure that out. I got to figure out how deep of a story Uzi Susie is. So I'm going to bring the helmet. I normally never sketch this much for one of these, but this is a little bit of a weird design. And it's got this blue armor. Yeah, so it's just like obligations all around. You know, like learn crowdfunding, but also like learn learn your craft a little bit more as you go along. Like that's also a part of crowdfunding. You know, I mean, look, I don't think there's like a right way or a wrong approach. But mine is always, look, if you have to take on freelance work while you're making projects, like, you know, like completing crowdfunding campaigns, when you're done that freelance work, your project will be better because you'll be better. So there you go. You know, and I know this is like probably like not popular, but you know, like you're obligated to put out the best work you can do. And sometimes, you know, like there's the business side of things that come and interrupt that. But there's no reason why you can't kind of like pull it all together. Okay. That's what I am struggling to do. Well, not really struggling. I think I'm doing it. You know, like these streams and stuff. It's all about, you know, like you have to be committed to get better. You have to be committed to get good. You have to know the difference between like craftsmanship and art, because I never, you know, like I'm more interested in the craftsmanship side of things than I am within the art. You know, I always giggle when people say I'm, you know, like, oh, Pete does art. Pete's an artist. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not. You know, I'm a craftsman, like, first. More than like anything, I'm a craftsman. You know, like that's my interest. I'm interested in, you know, knowing my materials, like knowing them very well. You know, that includes the computer, which is why I've been putting so much pressure on myself recently to do coloring. Cause, you know, like, hey, I can color. Like, give me something I can color it. What I'm trying to figure out is how quickly I can color. And what does that mean? Like, my overall goal is to get within 2 hours to do a fully like finished page, like fully rendered, like painted, like my style type stuff, but to do it in 2 freaking hours. And that is not fucking easy. Like, even today, I made such good progress today. I was so happy, and it still wasn't till like 6, 7 o'clock at night that I got a page out the door. And I made concessions. Like, I left things out that could have been fixed. So whatever. Like, you know, like that's the thing. That's the pain. So like he's got this more like the figure has more of a curved like horn, like headpiece, but we don't do that. We don't do curved lines here. We do jaggedy, destroyed, barbaric looking shit here. So I'm just checking my Here we go. Sorry. Just checking the phone real quick. What are we doing? All right. Here we go. The most important part of the turtles, the eyes. Bingo. Like, that's almost like that's it. You're done. Like, we're done. So some of this too is like I want this gold like armored helmet to go like over and under some of the bandana, like at the same time. Like I want it to be both over and under at the same time. So whenever you like draw and create, like whenever you work on something, I'll just say, okay, because I hate saying it the way I was about to say. Whenever you create something, like, no, you're not. Women create. You're not creating shit. Like, sit the fuck down. But when you're drawing, okay, internally, like this is within you, like within your being, like you as a person, almost, you, like, you're creating, okay, and you're like storytelling at the same time. Like, when you're like almost like by yourself, you're by yourself, you're alone in your own thoughts. And yeah, like, feel free to chime in on this. But I always felt that, like, it's part storyteller, and like every little thing you touch within a piece that you're working on, because like you focus, like your focus is so freaking high that, like you story tell as you go along. Like, there's a story to the texture, there's a story to the line work, to the color selection, like all that. It sounds goofy, I know, but so, like, honestly, God, the coolest thing about the turtles, like the absolute coolest like part, okay, we kind of have to say it, right? Like, it really came from like the animation, like just the way how the bandana wraps around the shape of the turtle's like snout, we'll call it, or nose. It's really more like a snout. I guess not, right? Snouts are longer. Yeah, and we kind of have the animation guys to thank for that. So we're doing some like extra wrinkles here and stuff like that. I mean, I just feel like if Leo's a samurai too, he should have like some scarification on him. But the funny thing though too is, I would say like there's only been a few exceptions, but most of the time, like, you don't even like. This is a little bit what happened with the newer movies, which I love. I love that second one. The Krang design in that second Michael Bay movie, even though like Michael Bay did not direct those movies, everyone acts like he directed them. He did not direct them, but the design work for Krang and the everything at the end with the technodrome and all of that, dude. Like, it's so, dude. The everything with Tyler Perry and Baxter Stockman, really good plot points, really good plot devices. I don't know. I thought it was freaking awesome. But people just, the point I'm getting at, slowly, it's like people just want the turtles to look a certain way. Like, that's it. Like, that's the only mark. It's the easiest thing to like, when it comes to, I would say, the turtles and the Transformers. Like, give the people what they want, and people really just want, like, people truly just want a one-to-one representation of Leonardo or like Optimus Prime. Like, that is it. Like, at this point, I mean, at one time, like, you didn't mess with Superman. Like, you did not mess with his design. at all. Because he's so diminished now, which again too goes into Dark Hero. But Superman at one time really like you didn't fuck with him because he was like a national treasure. Yeah, there was like a level of pride with him, and he like meant something like outside the book, which is why there was like so much resistance. That's why when they originally spoke about changing the costume and stuff for Superman Returns and the Kevin Smith, Bruce Timm, like all those stories with Superman Lives, like that's why it was almost like blasphemous when you heard these things that they debated, and later, right, like it all came true anyway. Here we go. We got ourselves a Leo, kids. I want him to look a little like beat up, you know. Agreed. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you always have to work on your craft. Yeah, I mean it's always the thing, and it's also like there's another extension of like this argument or discussion. It's also like you learn the craft within your interests and capabilities, and we're a little bit in an age now where I think art style, right? Art style it seems to be a little bit less important. So, and there's some things that come with art style, like there's discipline, technical know-how, that sort of stuff. And I think we're in an age where those things mean a little bit less, just on the illustrative sense. But the thing is, though, the goal is to, if you can create projects for yourself to trigger the craft like knowledge tree, you can develop. You can be a little bit more technical. You can be a little bit more scholarly in your approach, and in the long enough timeline, your style will like evolve, adjust. Yeah, Raphael, like yeah. So I only did Raphael, like right. I did Raphael early, which is right here. But this is Raphael wearing Casey Jones's mask for, and this is from the Image comic series. And this was like my second one or my first one. This would look different right now. Yeah, like they kind of do, but you know, like when we did our little like Gator sessions, like the back during the when we were like live streaming them, that's a little bit of what I was trying to dissect, which is really like I kind of was digging to do like an alternate design, like or discover an overall design approach for those gators. Okay. And by that I mean like, you know, getting away from the long nose, getting away from the snout. Okay. Because if you watch the Michael Bay turtles, okay, if you watch those, the expressions that they get out of those turtles, it's pretty legit. Like especially Michelangelo, like the way how they animated him, he's so freaking funny. Like if you look at his expressions, Michelangelo is legit funny in those turtle movies. Like he's hilarious. I pee myself whenever I watch that fucking movie. because of that. So, like the gators, I was kind of really like digging, like in a way I still am, of like how do you design them so that they have more facial expression. If they have more facial expression, they're more distinctive, so you can separate them, and then be able to give them like a full range of emotions. And I think on the illustrative sense, you can pose them. You can kind of have them at different angles and make them a little bit more readable, a little bit easier. Okay, so there's things I was trying to do there for, like, I guess like it took me a little bit to discover the reasons too, because I was doing stuff that I kind of thought was natural. Okay, and then like sometimes you don't know what that is. The path to self-discovery. So he's got chainmail here, and we're just going to do a couple like chainmail like pops here, a little bit more like textured, like that, right? We're going to do some of that here. Yeah, I felt getting into this today, dude, I was kind of pissed because I really had like a few week stretch where like I just wasn't able to come on. And I was and one of them too was the kickoff for the NFL season. Me and a bunch of the guys, we rented a super cool, super nice hotel room in Center City, Philadelphia, and we just went all out. And I think I slept. I must have slept like 40 minutes, maybe less, like that for that whole fucking day. Because Thursday went into Friday, and I kind of had to go into the office. So fuck it. So there we go. Got some Leo. Now we got to do some color. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Looking dope. So one of these, eventually I'm going to do the Toxic Crusaders. I want to do all the Toxic Crusaders and kind of roll them in, because I think the Toxic Crusaders deserve to be in queue, in line with the Playmate Turtles. Yeah, I saw someone come up in my feed that did like a barbarian Cerebus Ralph, right? I think I saw that. Yeah, very cool looking piece. I don't know who that was off the top of my head though. All right, so let's get into some of the blue. Look how much I love this color. This is why I really do like Prismacolor. So just so you people know, so you can kind of tell. So this is Five Below. This is a Five Below pencil that I've been using for my June Toon sketchbook. And then this is the more expensive Prismacolor. The wax for the Prismacolors, it's so much better than this is like hard lead, okay? The Prismacolors they're wax, and they're so freaking good. And like I really have to invest and get the whole set, but this shade of blue here, I absolutely love. Like I really do. Yeah, and we're just gonna so I didn't do my undercolor because I was too busy talking. Kind of blew that. But usually I do the undercolor because the wax for the Prismacolors coats. It gets on top of the Sharpie, and it like blurs it or lightens it. However you want to like look at that. But yeah, I mean, it's like, who cares? Let's just hang out all night and create wild shit. Like, that should always be your objective. Like, I will sleep when I'm dead. I really will. Like, I don't want to retire. Like, I don't want to. Like, work all day. Who cares? Look at him. Look at that blue. Holy shit, that blue works. Yeah, and we live in an age now where it's just easier and easier to, make some bucks. So you can make a living doing this stuff. It's awesome. Like, I'm busier now than I've ever been, and I don't even, I don't do much to seek out work. Like, usually people find me, which is very flattering. Very flattering. Yes. Total excellence. I did see that you popped in too on Mr. Dix's Psycho Bunny stream. And when I talk to you on the phone, I'll give you a little bit of insight onto that too, because you will get a heckle, you'll get a chuckle. I forgot about that until right now. That literally just popped into my head. But yeah, what's up with the flock? Can you give me an update on the flock? You're doing pages, right? You're still coloring? Issue 3? So some of this too, like if I was computer painting this, he would have just like almost like a blood-stained like snout or nose. What did we decide that we're calling this? Snout or nose? I don't fucking know. Here we go. So like again, we want darker, lighter, a little bit of a highlight right in the kisser. And we need a little bit of pink because I always like doing the pink around the teeth, like as if it's like a little gummy. I just think that stuff just like it just works so well. And yeah, it does work well with the like the cardboard. It works well with the other colored pencils. Other colors, I mean, of the colored pencils. The other shading, we'll call it. It's just cool shit, kids. So we do have a problem with this helmet. The helmet's supposed to be gold. And I thought I had... Look, I do have a gold colored pencil. What do you think? I'm almost afraid to try it. I don't think it works. Should we just do yellow? Do I even have a yellow? I did. Oh, I have the Five Below yellow. I got both Five Below colors. How did they get in here? I got a lot of my Five Below colors here. We'll just do it. Yeah. Okay. That Five Below pack was like 100 colored pencils for $5. Crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to think like we can maybe like shade this a little so it looks a little bit more gold, like a little bit more reflective, but it's a tough shell to crack, everyone. Pun intended. Here we go. I mean, it's not quite there. It's not quite there. I can't say I'm totally happy with the way how this is like showing up. But we have to live on, and we have to fight. Maybe after this, I will put on Independence Day while doing some coloring. So I just heard myself breathing there, like yuck. All right, so we got some nice red. Yeah, so like this has like it's like a jewel. It's like almost like a little bit of a just encased ruby on his head. It has like these like flowers here on the inside of his like flaps, and it really is. It's nice color placement just works like very well. Works so freaking well. All right. And then we can kind of do a couple shots of white for the teeth. But, yeah, we can kind of go back in with the white out, too, and blast that with some. Yeah, and for one of my sketchbooks, I bought like a whole. I went to the art supply store and I literally bought every single white colored pencil and charcoal pencil that I could get my hands on to test things out for a upcoming sketchbook, which will be like an NWO themed wrestling sketchbook, all on black paper. Yeah, so here we go. So I guess I can use one of these ones. Here we go. You can't beat the look of Leonardo, though. You really can't. I know a lot of people like Ralph. I keep saying Ralph. But it's hard to beat Leonardo. Just because like so much of his character is like locked into his look. Right? I mean, like, it's hard to imagine Leonardo without hearing his voice, like knowing what he would do in certain situations. Like, there's so much projection when it comes to Leo. Booyah. There we go. That slimy, like undergum coming through. If you do enough of these, like you know what marks you have to hit. Like you know, like what the drawing needs to be. So the wild thing too is like once these start to go, like you really gotta lean into them. getting there, this stuff just takes time. Because like once you start a sequence of highlights, like your eye runs around the like the piece and the focal points differently. So you kind of have to match it, which is why I'm always looking at. There's my laptop that I'm always looking. It's like right there. Gives me a little bit of a dimension. Yeah, see you later, bud. Thanks. Hey, thanks a million. Same here. Same here. We inspire each other. Love it. I kind of want to say, like, I just feel like this chunk here needs to be. You know, like, really needs to be white. See, like, kind of like that, you know, like, just so we can tell that the light is capturing it. And I don't think I've ever been that aggressive with any of the highlights on any other one of these. Yeah, I do think some of that works. Like, for sure. Probably needs to get, like, the actual shape of some of this whiteout needs to get cleaned up a little bit better. Time for that Siggy Sig. All right, everyone. Yeah, a little bit longer. Yeah, thanks, dude. Oh my god, I was like just like zoning out there too. I think I'm always good to talk for like 1 hour. I can talk for like 1 hour straight. It's like hour two is like where that's where I struggle because I gotta focus. I gotta concentrate. All right. I think I'm gonna be tweaking this and working on this a little bit outside the stream, but yeah, hey, the Samurai Leo, let's go. I guess like the second one, we have to do Donnie. If we do Donnie, I'll tell you right now. Right, I kind of want to say I want to do the Donnie from the Michael Bay movies. I really do, where all the techno stuff on his head. I really like that. But all right, everyone, thanks for hanging out. I love you, and goodbye.